couple of years ago, I moved into this newly developed suburban neighborhood. Before the houses, this place was dense woods. They cut down most of it to build, but the forest still touches the town at the edge. It's like a perfect line between civilization and wilderness. Right after I moved in, I noticed that wildlife had been displaced. It wasn't unusual to see deer in my backyard or raccoons rummaging through the trash. It made me feel a bit guilty, to be honest, like we were intruding. I got a security camera installed outside my house, mainly for peace of mind. I work late hours, so it was nice to have an extra layer of security. At first, it just picked up the usual stuff: squirrels, the occasional deer, a stray cat. But then things got weird. One night, I was reviewing the footage. It was around 2 a.m., and I saw this figure. It was standing at the edge of the woods, just staring at my house. At first, I thought it was a person, maybe a neighbor. But it was too tall and too thin. Its limbs were all wrong, like they were stretched out or something. I tried to convince myself it was just a trick of the light, maybe a tree branch swaying in the wind. But the figure kept appearing, always at the same time, always at the edge of the woods. It didn't move, it just watched. I started to get paranoid. I barely slept, constantly checking the camera, hoping it wouldn't show up. But it did, every single night. It never got closer, just stood there, staring. I mentioned it to my neighbor, but he laughed it off, said it was probably just a deer standing on its hind legs. But that didn't make sense. Deers don't stand still like that for hours. One night, I decided to stay up and watch from my window. I wanted to see it with my own eyes, no camera filter. At around 2 a.m., I saw it. Tall, gaunt, with eyes that seemed to glow faintly in the dark. My heart was pounding so hard I thought it would burst. I did something stupid. I grabbed a flashlight and went outside. I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe I wanted to prove to myself it wasn't real. I shined the light towards the figure, and for a split second, I saw it clearly. It wasn't human. Its skin was pale, almost translucent, stretched tight over its bones. Its eyes were sunken but glowed with this eerie light. And its mouth, it was open, like it was grinning, but there were too many teeth. It let out this sound, like a low growl mixed with a hiss. I dropped the flashlight and ran back inside, slamming the door behind me. I locked every window and door, shaking uncontrollably. I checked the camera, but it was gone. That night, I didn't sleep. I called in sick to work the next day and just sat by the window, watching. But it didn't come back. For weeks, it was gone. I started to think maybe I had imagined it, that my mind was playing tricks on me. Then, a few nights ago, I heard scratching at my window. I was too scared to look, but I had to know. I pulled the curtain back just a little, and there it was, right outside, its face inches from the glass. It spoke. Not in words, but I could hear it in my head. It said it was a Wendigo, an ancient spirit of the forest, angry that its home had been destroyed. It said it was hungry, that it would feast soon. I don't know what to do. I feel like I'm losing my mind. I've tried telling people, but they just think I'm crazy. I don't go out at night anymore. I keep all the lights on, but I know it's watching, waiting. Please, if anyone knows anything about Wendigos or has experienced something similar, tell me what to do. I'm scared, and I feel so alone.
Please like and subscribe. And leave a comment. We will try to respond to all.